Nice pretty mountain. Woke up very hot today. Our first stop of the day was at this bug place. They breed bugs, they educate people, and they have a bunch of really interesting things going on. And I managed to capture a fair amount of B-roll of different things around, like all these displays and everything. They also had a whole lot of nice enclosures, but the sleeping arrangements, you'll see later in the episode, were so brutal that I oftentimes wasn't much in the mood for filming, so I've missed a lot of segments that need to be in there to complete things. But here as well, you can see an entire board of different types of meals and bugs that you can eat. And then next to it, they had another board showing which types can actually cause harm to you and how and why. So it's a good education on how you can, you know, get good protein resources from the environment around you. I thought that was pretty cool. So now we're outside, and this first structure you can see here in the middle is a wire structure with little bits of string hanging from it, and these little shriveled up bits you're seeing are what's left after the butterflies have come out of their chrysalis and gone to fly in this free-flying tent enclosure. And all around you'll see flowers. They can go and they can eat up all the nectar and everything and go lay their eggs and do their whole butterfly thing. And it's neat. You can sit around there and let them fly around. And butterflies like to get salt intake from licking it up out of salty water. So sometimes you can get them landing on your skin and stuff. That's kind of fun. I can't recall if that happened here, but that's something you usually encounter when you're around a bunch of butterflies. See, there's spider webs with butterflies in them in the butterfly room. The spiders have it made. Look at this one. You see him in the video? Where's he at? He is oh, right there. By all these butterfly tents, grab going through them, and then down here they have this moat to help keep the ants out. Come on, so check this out. See a moat from a crab there, and there we go, right there. And here's when we finally actually released all these frogs. There was a local dog that was pretty interested. There were actually some puppies from this dog that I wish I could have taken home. Bud McKenzie's gonna get them. This is fun. I just pooped in here, and that butt sprayer doesn't have enough pressure to actually, get the feces off your butt very well. And there's no toilet paper in here, right? Okay. And no regular flusher there, so you have to grab this. So that means that most people would just use their hands and their fingers to clean all the stuff out of their butt, and that's like wet it all. So there's almost definitely human fecal matter that I'm touching on here, at least trace particles. Fun to think about. Goodbye to Mark. While out on Noah's family's tamarind farm, we found this really cool big stinky flower thing. It's pretty sweet, it's huge, apparently you can eat them, and it's kind of exciting to see because it makes you feel like you're on the Discovery Channel or something. Pretty cool. Snake in the road, and we turned around, It turns out the snake from the previous quick clip was just an Asian rat snake. I just didn't really get a good clip to show that. So now we're driving around at night, and you can see through my windshield it looks very, very dim. And then out my window that it's super bright. That's because I have a tinted windshield. I really should do something about that. So we were out here, and there had been elephants rampaging around lately, so half of us, we were halfway worried, like, oh no, are they going to come up on us? They never really did. It made for a fun little bit to explore, though. Sadly, you tend to not actually see that much on these more exciting roads like this. It's a lot easier to spot something crossing pavement. Okay, so we found what looks like a shrine to, I don't know, a jerry can? Okay, time to get back on the road. It's not that eventful, right? Let a toki out here in the woods. Pull off the side with the car. And it doesn't quite look like all the others, so in this area, so that's pretty neat. Rawr. They got that intimidating looking black mouth. Lots of interesting myths about these guys. People think they're venomous or that they bite and never let go, and lots of stuff. They do have quite the bite behind them. Okay, well, let's let them go. I was looking around in this backyard out here, walking around at Noah's grandmother's house. I walked out here just like night before. We go what I found. Got these cool looking little skinks out here with these very, very orange throats. I have no idea if the camera's in focus or what you can't see right now. Should I jump behind the camera so you can see better? Look at them. Beautiful little things, aren't they? Let me get some macro shots of these. I'd like to. I don't have a macro lens, but Noah does. I also lost my SD card somehow, so I can go over here and set up and see if you can get some cool shots. This frog is very, very tiny. Look at that, there's a bunch of them running all around in these leaves, but hard to get a hold of. This place up here, it's basically built like an attic. It's where I've been sleeping. So imagine working in a hot attic going to get like your stuff for Christmas, how that feels, and that's where you have to sleep. It's brutal. There's a little tent here, stuff this way. Here you can see what was to be a pretty bittersweet encounter. You see this just gorgeous example of a dragon with a bright blue head. This was one of our target species to see, but as you can see from his behavior, he's just not doing so well. We had caught him after he fell out of a tree. He probably fell from about 50 foot up, face first into a parking lot with concrete. So I don't know if that's what did him in and why he doesn't seem right in the head, or if he was just an old fella getting on in years who fell out of the tree due to, you know, just getting kind of senile and weak in the head. No way to tell, really, but we gave him a nice shady space to hang out and observed him over a few days in the backyard. He would hang out in the same hiding spot day after day. Eventually, though, I think we lost track of him, so he may have gotten feeling better and ran back off. I don't know. Real beautiful lizard, though. Just a shame that he wasn't doing so well. Corner here, I think, is my favorite vehicles. I really want to buy one. They are so awesome. I love them. Itan. This one's nicer than the ones that I want, but they're cool. Here you can see another dragon that was doing much healthier. Not as pretty, and he's smaller, but he's way healthier, and that makes me happy to see. Here you can see me trying to release him while getting some footage of him like legging it and running at high speed across the grass, but he just kept ducking down and trying to hide. But this is about what it's like a lot behind the scenes trying to get some cool looking animal videos. Oh, whatever. Okay. It's pretty far off the course. This whole trip and video series has been pretty half-baked. In the end, he didn't want to leave me, so I just kind of popped him on my head and he hung out there for a while until he eventually disappeared later in the day. I think he jumped off into some rafters later. Look at this, I think it might be a fuel station. Neat, right? And after running down to the corner store, I was just on my way back home and saw how nice this looked, so I figured I'd get a little video of it. I think it's pretty relaxing. A lot of nice green, light punching through the trees. just a relaxing little walk back to the house. I think it's kind of interesting to look and see how the houses are built around here and everything. You see these big pots over here? Those are water storage to be used later. You actually get a lot more than I'm used to seeing, but it's pretty good when you never know when your water's going to turn off. And then there's parts of areas that are like porches that still function like inside the house, but it's half outside. It's pretty neat. After arriving back, it was time to start working on some food.
Apparently they taste pretty good. It's like a better onion, sort of. Good. This kind of stuff winds up happening to your feet when you spray bug spray. Like it stings a bit. It's not very bad though. It's fine. News to me that you can get pineapple as a spread that is also a powder, like a. Where goes that? Oh, I put it on the floor. Anyway, that. Check this out. Ingenuity. That is finest. Hot. This is still, it'll burn you. I'm waiting. Not the least sharp knife ever. Look, I can actually squeeze. I'm squeezing some force right now. Ah! And nothing. I guess these are just for maybe chopping bone, sort of like a really thin hammer. I don't know. Handed this. I'm told it's called a matsuda. I don't know what that is. Okay, it does taste like what I thought it was. I bought these at the 7-Eleven before and put them in my sugar gliders. Kind of like grass and an undeveloped apple.
Okay, well that puts a rather unceremonious end to the day. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Remember, after this series is over, I got more boat updates coming up.